Hello students. So in this video I will be discussing about the geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. So by this time all of you know what is a linear polynomial, what is a quadratic polynomial. So first case that I will be considering is that of a linear polynomial. Okay. What is the geometrical interpretation meaning of a linear polynomial? So ax plus b, this is the standard form of a linear polynomial. You have already done these things in class 9, that how to plot the graph for a linear polynomial. Okay, suppose this is my polynomial f of x, or I can say that y is equal to ax plus b. For this, in order to plot this graph for this linear polynomial, what we do, 2 points are means suppose for different values of x, suppose x is equal to 0, y will be having some value. Okay, so I can take some particular case, suppose 2x plus 3, something like that. Okay, so by putting different values of x, we can get different values of y, isn't it? So ultimately, suppose x equal to 0, we will be having x equal to 3, x is equal to 1, 2 1s are 2 plus 3, 5. Suppose x is equal to 2, 2 is 4, 2, 4, 3, 7, like that. Okay, 2 3s are 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9. So these are the points that we will be getting. Okay, this is x, this is y. Okay, I have gone for very means 4 points. Okay, so taking only 2 points also we can plot the graph. I am just giving you the idea. All of you know these things already, isn't it? So what we are getting some coordinates 0, 3, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 9. If we go on plotting these points, we know, all of you know that this is x axis and this is y. This is the origin, y dash, x dash. We generally denote it like this, isn't it? X dash, y dash. Okay, now the first coordinate that we are getting it 0, 3, 0, 3 somewhere here. Okay, 1, 5 will be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somewhere here. Like this we will be getting different points, and then just joining this to whatever points we are getting, we can draw a line. Okay, this line represents the graph of this linear polynomial. So this name linear also came from this one, because this we are getting a line. Okay, so this is a linear polynomial. Now what about the 0? This is the graph for the polynomial, linear polynomial. Now what does this 0 mean? 0 means this line. Okay, the graph of this particular polynomial that we got, where this line intersects the x-axis. Okay, so it is intersecting at x-axis at that particular point. So whatever will be the abscissa of this coordinates. Okay, suppose this is suppose minus 2, 0. Okay, because at y-axis it will be 0 only. Okay, so this is the this at x-axis, whatever is the point of intersection at the x-axis. Okay, this line is intersecting the x-axis at that point. That point, whatever is the x coordinate of that point, x coordinate of the point is called abscissa, isn't it? So that's why I am telling that the abscissa of that coordinate will be the 0 of the polynomial. Understood? So what did I say? That the linear graph that we are getting, the straight line that we are getting by plotting these points, now is going to intersect the x-axis at a point, that at the point of intersection whatever is the value of x coordinate, or we can say whatever is the abscissa of that particular coordinate, gives you the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, now coming to next type of polynomial, that is a quadratic polynomial. In earlier classes we have not plotted the graph for quadratic polynomial. So always remember that in case of quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c suppose this is our f of x, and we generally say that y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. When we want to plot it on the graph, we consider this to be y, what means this will be giving you the y coordinates, and whatever values of x you will be taking here. Okay, so in order to plot the graph for quadratic polynomial, same we have to means make the boxes and putting different values of x, you will be getting different values of y. Now always remember that in case of quadratic polynomial, we will always get this type of graph, and these are called parabola. These graphs are called, this particular type of graph are called, these are called parabola. Now this parabola may be open upwards or may be open downwards. Okay, now when the value of a is greater than 0, the graph of the parabola will be open upward, and if a is less than 0, it will be opening downward. Now this parabolas may be like this, isn't it? So if it is like this, now it means that the value of a, means the coefficient of x square is greater than 1. Okay, it means greater than 0, sorry, greater than 0. Now coming to the zeros, now what can we say from the graph about the zeros of this polynomial? Since it is a quadratic, it has to have at least, means at most 2 zeros, isn't it? So if it is going to have, it will be having 2 zeros. So what are those 2 zeros? Means the graph of this particular polynomial, that is the parabola, wherever the parabola will be intersecting the x-axis. See here, it is intersecting x-axis at 2 different points. So the coordinate of the x at these 2 points will be the zeros of the polynomial. Suppose it is x equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose this is x equal to 2 and this is x equal to 5. It means that 2 and 5 will be the zeros of the polynomial, this quadratic polynomial. Okay, now you may think that yes, there may be case that it is not intersecting. In that case, what will happen? If your parabola is not intersecting x-axis at any point, it means that this particular polynomial doesn't have any real zeros. Okay, doesn't have any real zeros. It is open upwards, it means that a is greater than 0, but since it is not intersecting the x-axis at a single point, it means that the zeros of the polynomial are not real. Okay, they are not real means what? They are maybe imaginary, they are imaginary, and this is not in your syllabus. Okay, you need not learn about that one. Now the third case may be like this. It is intersecting the x-axis at one single point. Then what does this mean? I have said that the point where it intersects the x-axis gives you the 0. Now here suppose it is intersecting at x equal to, suppose this is 3, 0. Okay, this point, coordinate of this point is 3, 0. It means that x equal to 3 is one of the zeros. Now since it is quadratic, it needs to have 2 zeros. So what does this mean? That this particular polynomial is having 2 zeros and both these zeros are of the value 3. Means, see, you have done in quadratic equations also, there may be some cases where x equal to 2, x equal to 2, means 2 values of x are coming, isn't it? So here it is the same case. Here both the zeros of the polynomial is 3. Since it is intersecting at one point, so it will be said that this polynomial is having 1 0. 1 0 means the value of the 0 is same, but it is going to have 2 zeros which are of equal value. Okay, so this is the concept that needs to be understood. In many of the books you will be confused. They will just write will be having 1 0. 1 0 means the value of the 0 is same, means, but they will be having two zeros and both the zeros are of the same value. Clear? So we have understood what is the geometrical meaning of the zeros of the polynomial in case of linear polynomial and both in case of quadratic polynomial. So the third thing is about cubic polynomial. Okay, cubic polynomial means a polynomial of degree 3. So when we plot the graph for a cubic polynomial, you will be getting something like that, or any type of means they don't have any fixed form. Okay, they will be not having some fixed type. Suppose in case of linear it is a straight line, in case of quadratic it is a parabola, but in case of cubic you will be having this type of graph. So the cubic polynomial will be having at most 3 zeros, and here also the same thing. The point of intersection of the graph at the x-axis, okay, those points where it is intersecting x-axis will give you the zeros. Suppose this is x equal to, suppose 2, 3, 4, this is x equal to minus 4, this is minus 3, suppose this is minus 2, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, suppose this is 3. So x equal to minus 4, minus 2 and 3 will be the zeros of that polynomial for which the graph is this one. Okay. So in case, so similarly you may be having biquadratic polynomials. Okay, in case of biquadratic polynomials you will be having 4 zeros. So whenever you are being given some graph, okay, something like that, when and they will be asking you the questions like that, how many zeros does this polynomial has. So wherever it is intersecting, so 3 zeros, somewhere like this, how many zeros? 2 zeros. Okay, some may give like this 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros like this. Okay, so wherever the graph is intersecting the x-axis gives you the zeros of the polynomial. Thank you.